It is bucketing down once again here in Seychelles. Last time out it was for the sprint race, but this time it's for the Grand Prix, the main race here, as well as Oscar Gonzalez taking pole position, surprise pole position there for the Red Bull driver, who's only on 2 points before this weekend. Can he upgrade that and take it up a level further and maybe turn it into 27 if he can convert this pole position to a win today? But that's going to be very hard due to the fact that he's got Nubert Nunes behind him and Nahel on a hot red form. And the formation lap has been completed, and all we wait for is those 5 little bright red lights once again here in Seychelles. And the Seychelles Grand Prix is officially underway. It's a good getaway from Nahel. He is almost side by side with Gonzalez, but the inside line is not there for him. But on to the next part of the straight. Can he force his way through? They're coming up almost side by side into turn 1, but Gonzalez holding out firm there. Nahel looking to take it around the outside of the Red Bull as they make their way up the next part. Up the hill they go, a bit. Nahel on the inside. Can he make the move? Can he finish it off on the Uruguayan in the Red Bull? He's still there holding out. You can see them in the mirrors on the inside. Those two still up ahead, and there he goes up into P1 almost instantly in this Grand Prix. But there's still time for more stuff to happen. He's into the barriers. Gonzalez out on the first lap. We were just talking about him and whether he could finish this race today, but that has proven to be negative. And the safety car about to come in now after the FIA called it in for a chance to assess the wet conditions and the cold temperatures out on track. But it seems like we're going to get going here as Nahel rounds the final few corners here, and he's hit the go pedal, and they all make their way up as Nubert Nunes is in P2 as it stands. Oyinkro looking to go around the outside of Sari with a few corners left. Can he finish off the move? Nahel leads on to the next lap, and this safety car is back out. The virtual safety car's been called. Oyinkro and Sari both out of the Grand Prix within 5 seconds of that restart. And here comes Axel Dawson looking at this fierce battle between Zenzo and Nubert Nunes, both side by side, both very close, touching wheels, and into the barriers they go. A big collision for both of them, and they both ride the wall as they have not been able to take the corner properly and are both out now. And through goes Summerfield looking for the move on the Mercedes, but the virtual safety car has been called again. It's Silla, Ahmed Silla, into the wall, and he's managed to get it going once again. But Tony Black is out of the Grand Prix, and this virtual safety car is back out, and the safety car has been called once again. It's Cornwell in. We've got a puncture on the front left tyre, not rear. Front left has been punctured. You can see the car vibrating massively, shaking up and down. That is terrible news for the Brit here. It was a beautiful race he was having, and as Cornwell limping back into the pit lane, he must be extremely disappointed, but alas, he's got to put on the wet tyres and go again down in P15 as it stands. And here comes Wyatt Marshall into the pit lane for some reason. Still raining that tyre, still very much. Could he be putting on the intermediate tyres? Is it the track getting dry here as we move on to lap 9 after this one, of course? But he's put on the soft tyres. He's put on the slicks. What sort of plan is he planning out here? And here comes I Am Turbo through the next to the track. It still looks dry, but there's virtual safety car, and it's Cornwell. He's out. Lando Norris into the barriers as well. It was a very close call between him and the Brit, his fellow Brit. But Cornwell is out of the Grand Prix now. He was back up into the points. A brilliant comeback drive within almost a lap, but he's now back out of the Grand Prix. And that is going to be Nahel into the pit lane onto the hards and out as Cab Stappen comes in to complete the double stack for Mercedes. And here comes Iron Turbo looking down the inside of Summerfield. Summerfield very close to the wall there, almost touching the barriers. And here comes Iron Turbo still chasing down that Ferrari, but the virtual safety car is back out again. It's Lando Norris. He was the reserve driver for McLaren, called in only 6 hours ago, so he's been doing very well to survive this long in this Grand Prix. But the rookie who has not even had a race in Formula 2 or Formula E yet, is now out of the Seychelles Grand Prix down in P14. And the safety car will not be allowing lapped cars to overtake here. So we're going to have to let Aaron Connolly restart this one up at the front now. Or in the middle, I should say, because he's been lapped. But he might have a chance to unlap himself as he hits go round the final few corners into the last one. They go the tight section there, but they're all going to be very confused onto the straight because they have to let by all the faster cars. It's going to be a wacky one for them to figure out, but onto the straight they go. Nahel still leads the Grand Prix. In second is Gab Stappen up to second place after starting pretty far down the grid, but Axel Dawson up to third place. Sommerfu in fourth for a good result today. And here comes Silla looking for the move on the inside of Connolly. And he's up now to the final points paying position. The virtual safety car is out again. It's Dawson. Dawson is out. And that puts Sommerfu up into the podium at home for the man from Seychelles at his home Grand Prix in his last race in Formula 1. He is up in P3. And here comes Wyatt Marshall overtaking Silla. Silla seems to be super clipping there on the straight. His engine giving up there. The battery, he used too much of it. Now he's super clipping, losing positions left, right and centre. And that is a bit unfortunate for the Italian here. Super clipping due to the new regulations put in place for the battery. Turned up to 180 efficiency there. And here comes Sommerfu still outrunning the McLaren by a fair bit. 2 laps to go here. Can he survive the attacks from the Indian in the McLaren with lap 25 of 27? The Mercedes cars still 1 and 2 up at the front. It's just a matter of surviving now. And on to lap 27 of 27. This man, this Frenchman, looked up to your boy in the younger years. Last year was his first half year in Formula 1, his debut season officially. He is still a rookie in the world of ORW, and he took a sprint pole, a sprint win, and qualified P2 yesterday in qualifying. And today he will be the first Frenchman to win since your boy back in whenever year he won, and he comes home to win the Seychelles Grand Prix. And the man in third place, Sommerfu, at home in his last race in Formula 1 as he retires today, gets his final podium of his career at home in Seychelles. A beautiful drive and a wonderful driver. Sommerfu in his final season in Formula 1, his final race, grabbing the podium after championships in 2026, beating out his teammate Safraz and the very strong Williams cars, Zanchi and Akari. And his second championship came all the way 3 years later in 2029 for Ferrari after Oyinkro held out Charles Leclerc, and both Charles Leclerc and the Ferrari of Sommerfu DNF'd, a 2-time world champion.